Hello and welcome to this yoga class for when you feel powerless. Today we're going to work on a lot of forward moving motions to really allowing your body to move forward whenever you just feel like there's no way out of the situation that you're in. So let's begin. But before we do, let me just remind you that this class is quite knee heavy. So if your knees are sensitive, grab hold of some blankets and just put them below your mat so that you have extra cushioning here. Let's start. I invite you now to find a kneeling pose in the middle of your mat, but facing towards the long side of your mat here, just aligning your spine, noticing where your body is in this space, and how your body is feeling in this moment. And on the next inhale, opening up the arms to the side for a small back bend, shining the chest forward. And on the exhale, bringing the arms in for a self-hug, rounding the spine. Exhale, opening up. And with your own breath, just repeating a few times here, this fluid motion of opening and closing the spine. Introducing some mobility into the body, allowing stuckness to move out, allowing agency to come in. And through this class, you'll see how much power there is in the body to move you forward. So whenever you feel stuck or hopeless, you can always step into the forward motion of your own body and let it drive you where you want to go. One last time, hugging in and releasing out. Well done. On the next inhale, we're going to repeat the same thing with the arms, but this time opening and shooting the hips up. Really trying to drive the hips to the front as if something's almost pulling you to the front, tucking your toes here, making sure you have enough space in the front of your mat. Just opening up the hips and the chest. Exhale, rounding the spine, coming back to seated and kneeling. Opening up. There's this imaginary force pulling your hips to the front as if you want to move forward. Closing in. Starting to work on this energetic field, energetic pull. Instead of powerlessness, there's hope, there's agency pulling you forward. Rounding the spine, noticing emotions in your body as you move like this, as you open your body. Closing and contracting and opening up wide. Well done. Last time, round the spine, self-hug if this feels good for you. Opening up as wide as you can, shooting the hips forward and up. And closing back to center. Realign here. And on the next in-breath, we're going to add a movement. So this whole class is just going to be adding movements on top of everything that we started doing, driving you forward, pushing the body forward. Well done. Next, inhale. Open up, come up, hips shooting up. And at the same time, step your right foot to the front. Imagine you want it to almost step out of your mat here. And release back down. With control, release the leg, come back up to kneeling and lower down. So really working with stability with your body here, opening up. Left leg comes to the front, almost stepping out, really leaning into that front leg here. Forward body motion with control. Coming down. And let's see if we can speed it up a little bit, almost as if wanting to step out of the mat every time. Opening up, stepping. With control back. It's okay if you wobble. Opening into your deep lunges here. This forward motion in your body, driving you forward. No matter how powerless you feel in this moment, there's motion in your body that can drive you to where you're supposed to go, giving you agency. You choose the direction. Feel free to wiggle your arms here. Do whatever feels good for your arms in these poses. Not keeping static, but moving everything. Moving the energy, the physicality of your body one last time. Right. Release. Down. Step to the front. Opening. Come back to center. Well done. Feel free to stand up and shake off your knees if you need to. We're going to go straight into adding another part of the movement. So this time, as you step forward, stay here and open up towards the left and open up towards the right, keeping your spine straight and long. 2 more times to each side. Going with your own breath, feeling as if the energy is pulling you towards the sides here, opening your side body fully. No need for big bends, and at the end just open up to the back. Well done. Come back to center. Realign. Rest on your heels for just a moment. Now let's shoot the hips up to the front. Find your low lunge with your left leg. And this time, once again, opening up to the right, to the left. However this looks for you, it's okay. Just want to open the side hips, the side body. Give your body agency. Know that it can do hard things, that it can move in different directions. And once your body knows this, your mind will also pick up. Realign, opening up the spine for a nice little back bend here, however that looks for you. And come back to center. Realign. Well done. Rest here for a moment on your heels. And on the next in-breath, stepping out the right foot for your low lunge. And this time, tuck your back toes even harder to step to the front of your mat for an airplane pose here. Hold for a moment. Just stabilize your body. Feel the strength in your standing leg. Hold. And slowly release the leg back down. Come into your low lunge and into your kneeling pose, into your heels. Let's repeat a few times in your own breath, just moving fluidly here. However long it takes you to reach the airplane pose, that's okay. If you wobble, that's okay too. Inhaling, coming up, stepping the left foot out for your low lunge. Tucking your back toes even harder and pressing off of the front foot into your airplane, perhaps bending your front knee if you need to. Stabilizing here, squaring the hips to the front. Breathing deeply, spreading your chest, your lungs, your back. And release back down into your lunge. And back onto your heels with control. Let's repeat. Stepping in the front, lifting up into your airplane, using that forward motion and the strength in your body to inspire you, releasing back down, opening perhaps here if that's what you call to, and coming back into your heels. Shooting up through the hips, driving forward into your lunge, your airplane. Holding here just for a moment, wobbling and embracing that. Stepping back into your low lunge, opening the chest ever so slightly. Coming back down to your heels. One last time. Driving through the hips. Imagine this invisible force driving you forward, stepping with the right foot straight into your airplane. Hold. Release back down, opening up the chest. Come to sit on your heels. Drive your hips up. Left leg comes to the front. Find your airplane. Wobble away. Drop back. Low lunge. Open up here. And come into your heels. Catch your breath for a moment. Well done. Feel the energy rising in your body. Feel everything circulating. Perhaps notice your emotions from the beginning of the class and to now. Feel maybe a sense of empowerment, of strength. Well done. Deep breaths in the belly. Now I invite you to find your eagle arms here. So intertwining your left arm just below your right arm. And on the next in-breath, opening up for a little back bend. And on the next out-breath, closing in, rounding your spine. Perhaps even touching your fingers on the floor here. Breathing in, opening up, really taking in everything good that you want in this class into your body. And exhale, releasing everything that doesn't serve you out towards the floor. One last time, inhale up, small back bend. Lifting up the elbows as far as you can. And releasing, rounding towards the floor. Well done. Come back to center, change side. This time, the right arm comes just below the left. Lifting up the elbows, back bend, breath in. And releasing, rounding the spine through the center of the mat. In and out with your own breath, in your own time, clearing, detoxing the body. Finding the true self that has agency, that has power, that has purpose. Well done. Come back into center. Release your eagle arms. Release the tuck toes. Come back to sit on your heels. Just take a moment to notice the body, to realign your spine. I want to thank you for joining me in this class. I hope you feel energized. I hope you feel that your energy has been changed and moved from powerless to empowered.